What's up, guys? This is Chris here. This is day 10 of 100 of making comics, where I spend at least 30 minutes a day working on my own creator-owned projects, whether it be comics, game development, or any other little projects that I'm working on. So, instead of showing you my beautiful face today, I decided to show you what I'm working on, because I decided I haven't actually shown you much work. So, this is sort of my workstation here. So I've got the 13HD Cintiq, which I got for sort of for my birthday earlier this year. A whole bunch of people sort of helped pitch in, as well as a lot of saving on my part. So kind of like a little. My dream was always to own one of these things. So now I've got one. Kind of don't know what else I'll ever need now. So yeah, so I've had this the Cintiq now for a couple of months, and honestly, this thing's just sped up my process tenfold. It's amazing. Before this, I had the Intuos 4, which I had for about 3 or 4 years, which is a fantastic tool. I highly recommend it if the Cintiq is something you can't afford, but highly recommend getting yourself a digital display, because it just makes it so much easier. You don't have that disconnection between your tablet and your screen. It's just all there, ready to go. It's just fantastic. So anyway, enough about promoting Wacom and all their BS. Yeah, so this is me. I finished up the inks last night on page 5 of The Legend of Rock. Let me just zoom out there so you can see the page in its fullness. Alright, there we go. So I work my pages on standard comic book size. I'm not sure of the dimensions, but you should be able to find it pretty easily online. I downloaded a template from Kablam, which they're a printing on demand website, so they have all the templates there and everything, so you can just sort of download that, pop it up in Photoshop, and off you go. So I use that template as a starting point, and you'll see my settings here. Let me just go in here. So just up on the second screen here. So okay, so we're looking at 2100 by 3150 pixels. You can see my resolution's at 300 dpi. Usually any of my other work I work at 400 dpi. I just find that I get smoother line work, but that's for more detailed stuff. Here, The Legend of Rockets are quite a simple project that I work on. So I don't really need to be, too specific with fine details and things like that, because it's a very cartoony style comic. There we. What's going on here? Okay. So at the moment, I'm just currently working on the flats. So obviously, there's no speech bubbles or anything. That will come in later. So also, we don't want to ruin the story for you guys. I'm a couple of pages ahead from what's actually online. Which is always nice. If you're doing a webcomic, I highly recommend having a buffer, because there's no worse stress than having one page to upload and it's due the next day. It's just bugger that. So yeah, so at the moment I'm just working on the flats. So I've done all my base backgrounds. As you can see, I've just blocked out all the greys. As this is set in medieval times, they're currently in a big castle, so there's a lot of greys, but that will change in a few pages' time. So also don't want to have the transitions to be too harsh, go from sort of really, really dark and morbid to super bright. So the characters have a bit of a brightness to them, so it's we'll make those transitions further down the track a little bit easier to deal with. So here we've just got the Messenger for Rock. Here's I'm not really going to explain what's going on, because like I said, I don't want to ruin it. But yeah, so these are the flats I'm working on. I'll show you the layers. Not that it's really worth much at the moment, but where are we? Where's my little mouse? There we go. So I've got my line work there for my framing. Here, let's just fix that up there. So my ink work, and then I've got my flats. So once all the flats are finished, I'll generally create a new layer there, usually 2 or 3, and that'll have any detailed work, my shading, highlights, and things like that. So yeah, I'll give you a sneak peek at one of the pages I just finished up the other day. So this is page 4. This is what you can sort of expect for the finished look. This has all been flattened now, so which has been sent off to the letterer. But yeah, so big difference from your flats over to your finished work. So you can see all the shadings in there and everything. Playing around with a few different styles as well, just sort of see what works. So yeah, that's what I'm up to at the moment. So I'm just nutting out these pages, just trying to get ahead of myself after my little bout of sickness. So everything's sort of back in motion. So which is really nice to see. So I'm going to get back into this. Hopefully I'll get these flats finished by tonight before I go to bed. And if I get a chance, I'm going to have a little play around with the mini comic. Also, don't forget, check out the Kill the Hero page if you haven't already. I'll give you a little look-see. I just got myself a little box to put my cards in. So there's it's a bit of a mess at the moment. All these different cards. So I had a bit of a play the other day and had a meeting today also with the co-creator Lee. Just talking about Kickstarter stuff. So it's all getting very, very serious. So if you haven't already, go check out the website. It's facebook.com/killtheherogame. We already reached 150 likes, so we're really, really ecstatic about that. So thank you everyone who's already liked the page. The more likes we get, the more content that we're going to post. So we've already posted one of the heroes. So you can check that out if you go onto the website, onto the Facebook page. Alright, I'm going to get out of your hair. Thanks everyone who's been watching, following, commenting and subscribing to the YouTube videos. I really, really appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye.